As a highly regarded psychologist, Carl Rogers has achieved both the Distinguished Professional Contribution Award and the Distinguished Scientific Contribution Award. He has greatly contributed to the humanist movement and has changed how psychologists counsel clients today. He will take you through the legacy of his life and his greatest accomplishments.
This is a story all about how Rogers became a psychologist now, and I'd like to take a minute, so just sit right there and I'll tell you how he became a humanist here.
In Oak Park, Illinois, born and raised, in his house by himself, he spent most of his days reading books, studying most, doing schoolwork, getting good grades instead of school. Now as he grew up, he went to Wisconsin U and started studying history. He got one bright idea and realized psychology is where he needs to be. He studied and researched day after day, and his work showed off in all of his ways. He came up with an idea and followed it through. Now it's what we know to be a humanist view.
Psychology, yo! This ain't bad! Studying a patient's consciousness. Is this what psych is always like?
This might be alright, but wait, I hear Gloria knocking on my door. She's here every day, right around 4. She helps me research and I follow her thoughts. I hope she's prepared for the Prince of Psych.
He vowed that his science would never appear in an animal testing lab. Please adhere.
Life situations was the way to go. Rogers would never try and lie low.
Now as he got older, he didn't do much. Won a few awards from the APA. He died in California in '87, but he had a good life and he helped psychs fight.
Carl Rogers was born in Oak Park, Illinois on January 8, 1902, to Walter and Julia Rogers. He was the fourth of 6 siblings.
Carl was a quiet child who preferred reading his father's scientific farming books. I tried my best to incorporate our religious views into his everyday life, as our family is strong believers in God and the Holy Bible. I never let drinking, smoking, dancing, or playing cards in our house. When Carl left for college at Wisconsin University, he had decided he wanted to major in history and planned on going to the seminary after he graduated. However, he didn't end up as a priest. Although his decision to not go into religious studies hurt me, I knew he would excel whatever he would do.
After completing college at Wisconsin, Carl went on to study at the Union Theological Seminary while taking psychology classes at Teachers College of Columbia University. He later fully transferred into Teachers College of Columbia. There he pursued his major in clinical psychology and child guidance. He graduated with a master's and doctorate's degree.
Carl Rogers was one of my colleagues, along with Eric Fromm, Carl Jung, Royal May, and James Bugental. I certainly respect all the work he has done in the humanist field. We both viewed humans as having the ability to have control over their lives, contrary to Freud's theories. Both he and I strongly believed in self-actualization, which is the achievement of the highest level of human beingness. For one to achieve this, they must be in a state of congruence, where your ideal self is congruent with your actual behavior. Only then are you considered a full functioning person.
The humanistic psychology movement had peaked throughout the 1970s and 80s. The humanists believe that all individuals strive for their maximum potential and that you are responsible for your own choices that you make in life.
The humanist psychology field is a perspective that focuses primarily on the interests, capacities, and achievements of human beings. There are many types of humanism, such as religious humanism and secular humanism. In my professional opinion, Carl Rogers was one of the greatest contributors to psychology. I chose him to be the first recipient of the Distinguished Scientific Contribution Award because of his theoretical and empirical contributions to basic psychology research.
Carl Rogers has long been associated with the client-centered therapy. Psychologists today are still using this type of therapy to treat their clients. In 1964, Rogers conducted a series of therapy sessions known as the Gloria treatment. These film sessions demonstrated the principles of the humanist psychology movement.
Hello, my name is Carl Rogers. In these few minutes, you will witness a real-life therapy session with a newly divorced woman. Notice, names have been changed to protect the identity of the client. Hi, welcome, Gloria.
Hello.
Come, have a seat.
I feel very comfortable with you. Your voice isn't harsh at all. It feels soothing.
Why, thank you. I hope we can make something out of these few minutes we have together in this session.
Well, I am newly divorced. I've had therapy before, but now I am just trying to adjust to the single life. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I'm concerned about bringing men to the house. I don't want to upset or confuse her, and I don't want to tell her about my relationships with other men, but I want her to trust me.
I sure wish I could give you answers about what to tell her.
I was afraid you would say that. I just don't want her to think of me as the devil.
I know what you mean. You want her to accept you, but you think by telling her the truth, you don't think she'll like you anymore.
Throughout his many years in the study of psychology, Carl Rogers has contributed greatly to his field. He has set examples that are still used today. The practice of client-centered therapy involves a few aspects that Rogers has created.
The egalitarian counseling relationship stress that clients and the counselor are equals. In other words, the counselor is not regarded as higher up than the client.
Similar to the counseling relationships, Rogers believed in unconditional positive regard. This required counselors to have positive regards to their clients' views, even though they may be drastically different from the counselor.
Rogers often used personal reflection as a therapeutic technique. He would usually restate what the client had said. For example, if a client hinted at being angry, Rogers would ask, "So, you feel angry today?" This type of technique really helped clients to sort out how they were feeling.
Carl Rogers will forever be recognized as a major contributor to the humanistic psychology. Throughout his career, he dedicated himself to client-centered therapy and was awarded for his accomplishments. His extensive efforts have changed how we deal with therapy clients today.
I think I broke them. I honestly...
I don't want to be responsible.
Chris, stop, you're gonna break your blinds.
You want
Word!
Oh my god.
Stop me on the corner, swear you hit me like a vision.